Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here, still being lucky because I found another Serpentisfy outpost, so let's get started on that. Now I do have sort of a topic for today's video, and that is that the first build or builds for EVE Online Rubicon have been deployed on the test server. And that does mean that some people have been putting out some interesting footage from the test server about all of these new features. If you haven't seen it just yet, I say check out Asayanami's channel. If I'm not mistaken, CCP did a feature of his channel just a few weeks ago, and he's really been showing off pretty much all of the new stuff that's been made available. And I do think some of it is pretty interesting and worth a look. On the beauty parts and on the good parts, I would say the new bubbles, the new interdiction bubble effects, they are a lot less overwhelming, which is awesome for video making, like what I do. So if I ever get back into like a big, let's just do an engage here first. If I get back into, and I have to, what the hell is all of this? Oh, why the hell do I have my salvage drones out? I must have clicked the wrong ones. Yeah, doing commentaries and playing at the same time is not always as easy as it looks. So yeah, the new effects, they supposedly they should be a lot better for the computers, so it should be a bit easier for PCs to handle the graphics of the new bubbles. And of course for video making should be a lot better as well. If I end up in another one of those big 0-0 brawls, this just might help a little bit with lag and performance and the ability to fraps that stuff. So that actually looked pretty good and somewhat ominous. I think it was described on one of the Reddit threads, which I agree with. It looked pretty good. Also from the, I think it's data mined information, we know that there will be an SOE Sisters of Eve battleship as well. Don't ask me for the name, I don't know by heart, but the placeholder graphics or the very early graphics, a lot of people are comparing it to a Star Destroyer from Star Wars, so it really has a triangular shape. No idea if that's actually going to be even close to the finished product, but once again it was pretty interesting to see this, all of this new information. While I still am shooting at some of the battle cruisers here, I think the big one, though, the video that's really been making most of the discussion and the biggest splash is, I'm not sure if it's from Asayanami, it might have been someone else, who took a interceptor with warp speed rigs out for a spin, and that is insanely fast. In fact, some of the numbers that I've seen in the discussion thread are extremely impressive. An interceptor built for pure speed might land close to 30 seconds earlier than a battleship on a 10 AU warp. That's immense, and the speculation on how powerful and how effective interceptor fleets will be to catch ratters or anyone else actually in system, it's quite heavy, and it does look very impressive. I think that's also one of the reasons why, despite the fact that the building costs of interceptors is supposed to go down, I'm actually still selling them at a decent profit from before the announcement on my investment that I made when I first heard about it. So it's just going to be an incredible ship to intercept stuff. Imagine that, interceptors being able to intercept stuff. And also it's actually going to be very nice to transport very valuable goods, because it will be immune to bubbles. So I think that is probably, from all the test server footage, the one thing that's the most interesting is to see how fast actually an interceptor is going to become, and the imagined scenarios and theory crafting that comes out of this, because of course the larger the ship, the slower it will warp. It's quite a lot of stuff that could have very, very interesting implications once Rubicon hits. So here we go. Actually, this room is almost empty and done. And in case you missed it or haven't checked it out, yeah, I'd say Asayanami's channel for test server footage if, like me, you don't feel like putting up a second client on your PC. This is just personal preference, but when I think about trying out the test client, I always have to I always remind myself that I could actually be spending time in the real game, doing something that could actually be really useful, find a good site or something like that, and thus I never can really convince myself to put up a test server client on my computer. In fact, I would rather have some more room for other games than just EVE Online. So I think it's really awesome that other people actually put out these videos, provide all this information on the new features, but also on the bugs and stuff. From what I read, there are some camera bugs to be dealt with at the moment when landing grid and stuff like that. But yes, if you don't feel like putting up a test client, you have plenty of information to be had, and a lot of it is linked on reddit/r/eve, where I get actually quite a lot of information as well. But yeah, let's go second site. Let's see if we can do the battleship quickly once again. We are at 6:20, 6:30, so yeah, not the most efficient first room that I've ever done, but still pretty decent. And I do have the location. Yes, I do. So here we go. Let's see if we can make some good ISK. And in we go. Good music. Upwards road and go. Well, this time I might just take care of those two frigates. That actually should not cost me any time. And let's take care of those two Corelli safeguards. That's one, almost down. You're next. Looks like they're also firing at my... No, that's actually at me. And this battleship again, very close to that other structure, so he's gonna have to maneuver a little bit. You guys can return. Thank you. Let's put up an orbit. 7.5k is pretty good. Take out the ogres. 27 kilometers. And engage the Operation Protector, please. And oh, 3 of them are lagging behind a little bit, but in they come. Damage-wise, still looks quite decent, and that's, if I can actually see them. I had some hits. Yeah, there you go, 340. If the ogres get on their optimal ranges on a battleship, they can actually do pretty big hits. In fact, I think I saw a hit of 800 there. Is that correct? Must have been a mistake, but yeah, they do good hits and they have a faster rate of fire, I think, than the sentries. My tank is holding okay. Half armor, come on. Now we're in the middle of a wasp nest. All of their blasters and railguns trying to cut my poor little Ishtar to ribbons. Ishtar that actually has been serving very well, but will be replaced with Rubicon. Let's start our approach, I think. He will probably do at least one more rep before they chew through the structure. And actually I feel that they're not doing too great at the moment, for some reason. My ogres, come on. No, he'll get a... There you go, he still got that last rep out. Right, let's start doing an orbit at 2.5, try and keep the speed up a little bit. Grab that, Thank you. Ah, an empty one. That's been a long time. Let's get an orbit, do some salvaging, and bring my ogres back in, because really no need to stick around for too long. And will we get some salvage too? Some Tech 2 salvage. Come on. Drones are in, so that's good. Salvaging attempt failed. And here we go. Unfortunately, well, 15 microcircuits, which is something at least. But there you go. Time to head back to Nibale. Thank you very much for watching, and yep, I hope you guys can also find and enjoy all the test server footage. That might just give you the necessary heads up for EVE Online Rubicon. Maybe even find some trade opportunities out of that. But for now, I'll see you all next time.